Questions are like a cheat code for life. In order to get to the next level of where you want to be, you need to ask yourself the correct questions. Every year, I like to do a yearly audit, a yearly review. So I was just jotting a few things down, a few questions. And I said, you know what? Let's just share them with YouTube. Let's just do a good old-fashioned whiteboard video. So here are 6 questions to ask yourself as we go into a new year. We're going to go through everything, and once you ask yourself these, you're going to have so much more clarity to take things to the next level and set yourself up for a killer year. I absolutely love these. Let's get into it. So number 1, the most important thing in the world is time. If you were to ask a billionaire who was 70 years old, would he trade all his wealth, all his capital, all his money, his resources, everything to just wake up tomorrow and he's 20 again? That would just be that would be the most awesome thing ever. Imagine having all that knowledge as well, and you wake up and just it's unbelievable, okay? So time, you can ask anyone, time is the most precious resource in the world. It is absolutely limited as well. We only have so much of it and we cannot get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. So the first question you need to ask yourself, and this is going to just double your productivity and everything going into the new year, is where did I waste the most time? We can obviously spend our time on things that give us a lot of energy back, give us great returns. You need to ask yourself, what was I doing that wasn't giving me anything in return? It can be video games, it can be social media, scrolling TikTok, porn, eating shitty food, but whatever is taking up a lot of time in your day and not giving you much or any returns. Next is, what did I change my mind on? And the reason this is important, this is a great quote from Sahil Bloom actually. When you change your mind on something, it's like giving your brain a software update. If we believe something, we're rarely just right about it from the get-go, forever, and that's it. No one knows everything. So it's actually not a bad thing to be open-minded and to be open to changing your mind on certain things. And this can be anything. This can be just general life advice, general lifestyle, business, just the way you go about your day. It can even be training and nutrition. So one thing, just for example, that I changed my mind on, I was actually going to learn this from Brian Johnson videos, and I learned this from my Whoop as well. I would always like to intermittent fast on morning and then backload a lot of my calories for dinner time to help with cravings, which of course it does. But going to sleep and having all those calories, all that food digesting in your stomach, that actually affected my sleep score a lot and affected me going into deep sleep. And it actually was quite uncomfortable after I realized it. So now I still do intermittent fasting some days, but I've actually narrowed my eating window down to where I finish my meals at around 6 p.m. and then I'll go to bed at 9, 10, 11, whatever. This is just something that I always used to believe was bro science, and now if calories are equated and you're in a deficit, it's not going to stop fat loss or have any effect of fat loss. But if you're having shitty sleeps or you're not sleeping optimally, well then this actually will have a knock-on effect on fat loss. So that's not something that I really thought about, and that's something I have now changed my mind on. And the real takeaway point here is understand that it's okay to change your mind on certain things. What investments did I make? The first thing we think of when we hear the word investments is stocks, crypto, property. I haven't a fucking clue about any of that. It does not have to be stocks, crypto, the S&P 500, whatever, okay? This can be anything that gives you just a great return. For example, Linda just invested a large amount into doing a Pilates course. She's very passionate about that, and she can use that later in life as a job, or even help me when I'm running retreats here in Marbella to do a Pilates class, whatever. Something like a course is always an amazing investment, especially if it's something you're very interested in. I of course have done a lot of courses in my time, be it ones on social media, marketing, online business, or even when I was studying to become a personal trainer. That has been my greatest investment ever. Another amazing investment that I did that is not like stocks, crypto related, is purchasing a Canon G7X. So that was the first big purchase I ever had when I had about €300 in my bank account. I was just working retail in Dundrum town centre, if anyone from Dublin knows that place. And I was working retail, I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I always just had a couple of $100 in my bank account. And so the first big purchase I made was a Canon G7X. With that, that, I started my channel. There's actually like an unboxing. It's like my 4th ever video when I unbox the Canon G7X, and so crazy to look back on. Doing that has helped me build a 7-figure fitness business. So the Canon G7X time, I think it was like, $400 or something. And that has just given me an insane return. So I'll always remember that. We're still waiting on that Canon sponsorship. So that is just a few examples of some amazing investments that aren't just, the typical investments that we think of. The Lipsett, also an amazing investment, but I think that one's pretty obvious. So don't become overwhelmed thinking you have to become some pro at trading or at crypto or something in order to make good investments. And above all, the best investment, the best return you can make is into your health. No one can argue with that. That is why I'm in the health and fitness industry. The best thing, the ultimate ROI, the biggest return is going to be into your health and fitness. So that's why, I never even hesitate about all the gym memberships I have in Marbella. I've got 5. I'm paying hundreds upon hundreds for me and Linda on gym memberships per month. Healthy food in the fridge, just anything to do with health and wellness. Do not bat an eyelid at it. It is 100% worth it all the time, because that is going to allow you to live life. It's going to allow you to have energy, and then you're going to make money. You're going to make more money, and then you'll be able to invest into other things. But health and fitness, always the biggest investment. What did I keep putting off? Oftentimes when people are trying to find the answer to the thing they're meant to do, they already know what it is. Everyone knows what they need to do. An example for me, back in the day, I kept putting off making a YouTube channel, even though I knew it was the thing that I had to do. I knew this is what my calling, this is my interest. I see other guys killing it, and I put it off for honestly about 2 years. So I'd be 2 years further than I am now if I just picked up the camera and got it started on this journey. Another one even before that was, I don't mean to insult anyone who's in college. For me, I should have dropped out of college 2 years before I did. I attempted to do my course for 2 years. I failed first year, and then I repeated and failed first year again. So that was just 2 stagnant years for me. I knew college wasn't for me. It just doesn't suit my personality. I should have just dropped out sooner. So there's plenty of examples for this. Also, there's something that I can't reveal yet. I'm working on at the moment, but I kept putting it off this year, and I should have just got on it. So think, what is that thing you have to do that will take you to the next level? I love this one. What were my power moves? I think this is my thing. I think I've coined this term. Every month, okay, you got to view the year as 12 chapters, and you're writing an amazing story. You're writing a movie. And in each chapter, you need to have a power move. So that's something that you do that is just like a big move. It's just like a big win. When you actually break it down, like you've got a full month to just have this huge win. It can be putting on a big event. It can be even setting a massive PR in the gym. It can be getting that new low weigh-in. It can be just getting that raise in work. It's just anything. If someone was to ask you at the end of the month, like, what was your big, proudest achievement this month? What was your power move that you would just instantly know what it is? So for example, last month I did a TEDx talk. The month before that, I got married. The month before that, I renewed some huge contracts with Ghost Alpha. Every single month, you want to do something that is a power move and that you're very, very proud of. So ask yourself, what were your 12 power moves to each chapter of the year in 2024? And also going forward, say, okay, what are going to be my next 12 power moves? And if you break it down the year, you got a whole year to just have 12 big wins. And that's going to pretty much guarantee you an amazing year. So think your power moves. This is the big one. Who do I want to be next year? I love just visualizing this. You want to gamify your life, and you want to picture the character that you want to be. In a role-playing game like GTA or something, you can level up your character. You can level all their stats up. Think about you maxed out. Think about you maxed out with all your stats, just being the ultimate version of yourself. Think, what time does that person wake up at in the morning? What does that person eat? How does that person train? What does that person do for work? What time do they sleep at? What are their friends like? Who is their partner like? What do they dress like? What car do they drive? You need to have a deep and clear visualization of the person you want to be. And one quote that I want to finish off with, it is a banger. I think about it honestly every single day. The definition of hell is at at the end of your life when you meet the person you could have become. That sends shivers down my spine. If that doesn't motivate you, oh my God, I don't know what will. Hell is when you meet the person you could have become. So don't let life slip by. Don't let another year slip by where you are not becoming the person that you want to become. And remember, bottom line, all this shit is useless if you don't execute on it. So the number one thing, you got to execute. You're going to fail. You're going to fail a lot of things. You're going to have a lot of L's, a lot of losses, a lot of fails in 2025. But by just trying, you're going to be ahead of 99% of people. So guys, I hope you like this video. I got this whiteboard on Black Friday, so I'm going to be banging out a lot more whiteboard videos. See you in the next one. Keep it real. Peace.